Hello everyone and welcome back to Beyond Basic, a show for youth and by youth where we discuss truth, beauty, and goodness in our church and in our world because we are Beyond Basic. I'm your host Tessa Habet and this is our season finale. So we've made it this far, episode 7. Thank you so much for joining us for this entire season. We are so happy that we've been able to do this. My co-host Loretto isn't here today for our final episode. If you were here last week, then you know why. And if you were here the week before, you also know why, because we did an entire episode on why he won't be here, which is World Youth Day. So Loretto is on a bus right now on his way to Madrid, Spain. Then he will be going to Portugal for World Youth Day. So our co-host, he's living his best life. But we are also going to be having a great, very fun evening. And I'm sure he misses us, I think. I hope he misses us. But our guest for today is someone who is very special to this show that no one has seen thus far in this season. But he is the man that makes everything happen. He is the one behind the camera, the one that's laughing at all our jokes and encouraging us and making us feel special when we think we're doing a horrible job. He's the one that sets up the table, that puts the tablecloth, that puts out the mugs. He's the man behind, mostly everything. We really couldn't do it without him. So our producer of Beyond Basic and employee here at Guadalupe Media, Justin Vera. How's it going, man?
Good night. It's going really good.
How does it feel to be on the other side of the camera?
I honestly had no idea that I would ever be on Beyond Basic.
I know, yeah. This is like,
really cool.
2 days ago you found out?
Yeah.
And we just thought this was going to be the perfect ending to the show, to have the guy who, has seen all the episodes and has helped so much to be the one to close us off for this second season. We will probably be back next year for another season, hopefully. But for this season finale, we are here, and I know that, are you nervous or excited for what we're about to do?
I'm super excited.
Yeah, I know you are. I'm excited too. This is going to be great. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to get to know Justin a little bit more. He's a man of many layers. There's a lot to know about Justin Vera, and I learned that over the past 2 days from deep research on this man. Literally, I know a lot about you now because of all the research I've done. And so we're gonna kind of do a mashup of another show that we have called Wing It. And you should definitely watch our episode of Wing It. And we're going to have another episode coming out soon. So you should stay tuned for that. But we also had a mini Wing It with one of our guests, Matthew Morales, you're from Benque. He's from Benque. So yeah, you guys both are having the same experience on this show. And for his one, it was a mini Wing It. So we only had 5 wings, 5 little questions, and it wasn't really that much. And he most of the time was talking about masculinity. But this entire episode is going to be in Wing It style. For those of you who don't know what Wing It is, it's a show that we have adapted based on a YouTube show called Hot Ones from First We Feast, where they have celebrities come on and they do basically the same thing. There's 10 wings, for us it's 8, and they have different peppers ranging from mild to super, super hot, and they answer a question for each wing that they eat. And for us, we do it with Marie Sharp, Belizean style. And so today, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be interviewing Justin using hot wings. And hopefully we bring some tears to his eyes, just like we did with Matthew. Matthew, you should go back and watch that episode. Episode 4, I think. Yeah, Matthew, that was funny. You have a lot to live up to. You have a lot. On a scale of 1 to 10, pepper tolerance.
I don't want to be overconfident.
Okay.
8
Smart.
maybe.
Okay, 8.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Pretty confident.
That's pretty confident. Okay. What's your favorite Hot Ones episode?
It's hard. It's a bunch of them. So it's like Gordon Ramsay. He had
a good
his
one.
reactions were crazy.
Yeah, it was good.
I feel like top one might be Bert Kreischer for me.
Okay.
He's a comedian. I really like his specials, his stand-up comedy. This one
Nice.
has to be the top one for me.
Okay, well, let's dive into this interview because there's a lot of surprises for me when I was researching you. That sounds like weird, like I Googled him or something. No.
I'm that famous.
He sent me info to ask him on, which was really helpful. And so we're going to dive in because you're a very interesting person. I didn't know this. But so yeah, first question. I guess we eat the wing first. This is the my favorite one. Nopal green habanero pepper. So
Which
Tapos,
one
do you wanna-
on the plate?
yeah, it's like the first one.
First one?
Yeah. I do this with a knife and fork
Yeah.
because I'm a lady, and ladies try to be polite. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm gonna last with this knife and fork, to be honest, on live TV, especially with 8 wings. Yeah. How's it feeling? How's it going? It's like spicy-ish, but
I think I bit on a spot that didn't have.
that didn't have.
Yeah.
That shouldn't
Let me-
happen.
Okay, this one looks like it has.
Okay, yeah. This is not the best way to do this. Anyway,
So far, good.
okay.
I don't feel it.
Good. Good. He is confident. Okay, so I have known of you for a while now as the guy who does our live streams in Benke. But when I came back home for the summer, you were on as a full-time member of the staff. So how did you end up at Guadalupe Media as a volunteer doing our live streams from Benke? And then what made you decide to become a full-time member of the staff?
So, Father John,
Okay.
he actually mentioned Guadalupe Media a while back when I graduated from John Paul II Junior College.
Which was when?
2019,
Okay.
right before COVID. So I didn't go through any online classes or any of that. But like on graduation day, so what are you doing afterwards? And I'm like, I don't know. Do you want to come work at Guadalupe Media? I was interested. He said, it's in Belize City, you have to live there. And I'm like, Ma, here, I'll work in Guadalupe Media and live in Belize City. No, I don't want you to go over there, it's too far and stuff. She was still protective.
Yeah.
So then a couple of years passed, I went to volunteer at John Paul II Junior College. And then Mr. David mentioned that Guadalupe Media needed someone to help out with like masses, like the live masses in Benke, because it was like the height of COVID. So then I mentioned to him, yeah, I can help out. So we started recording the Sunday masses. At a point, I even recorded one of the masses that was on like the Sunday lockdown. Like no one could go out.
He got exclusive access.
I stayed at the parish. I stayed at the parish, slept there the Sunday night, and then went home on Monday morning. Like nothing happened. But yeah, then some time passed. I left John Paul, and then I mentioned to Miss Marie that I'm leaving there, and then she said, "Do you want to come work here?" And yes, yes, I do.
I need a job.
But she said they have to like make the position and stuff. So like 9 months passed. I waited for the job, and as soon as she called, Justin, would you want to work at Guadalupe? Yes.
Immediately.
Yeah. So then that was back in March. March.
Dang. Okay. That's why I didn't get to work with you until now. Yeah, because I wasn't around. Dang, that's interesting. So, it's a follow-up question, which we'll do after our second wing. That has to kind of relate to the first question. So.
This was also kind of one of the reasons why I liked Bert's episode, because he was like explaining how to eat one of these chicken wings, the flat ones. He was giving like you have to like bend it around and then just pull out. I didn't do it correct. Bend and pull out this little bone, and then so not the neatest way. And then
So you get all the meat.
That was
Bruh.
the fun part on his episode.
Bruh. That's genius. I've been trying to bite bone for my entire life. Okay.
I don't feel.
Next
this
question.
one. So far good.
I felt that one.
Yeah.
Okay. I know you worked at JP2 before working here, which you just said. What did you do at JP2 and why did you leave?
So I was a volunteer. Again, Mr. David kind of got me the job.
Okay.
After I graduated, again, I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
So I went to JP2 to visit some of my friends. I went up and was waiting for them to come out from class. And then Mr. David walked by and said, "So what are you doing?" "I'm just waiting for my friends." It's for them to come out and just hang out.
Yeah.
And then he said, "What are you doing?" "Nothing. I'm not working. Do you want to come work here?" "Sure. When do you want to start?" "Right now."
You told him right now?
Yeah. I can start right now. Because I was bored at home. And then, I was volunteering a bit in the office, printing papers, was office work, and then helped out with a couple of classes, helped out with Legion Studies, one of his classes, couple writing classes. A fun one was film and television script writing.
That's a class at JP2?
Yeah, it was at one point, so it's like, I think it was one of the like electives. It's either that, music, or...
Dang.
But
So that's why you're so good at this show. Interesting.
I volunteered for 3 years since I was a volunteer, I was like on a stipend. The lowest was at $35 a week. So my siblings' family wasn't on board with it.
I mean,
we would argue about like I'm wasting time, just earning pittances. Despite that, I feel like in the end my mom really supported it because even though I couldn't help her financially, she was supporting like the work I was doing. But in the end, I left. I felt like I didn't fit in right because I wasn't Catholic at the time. So I left. That's when I mentioned to Miss Marie that I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I won't record any more live masses and stuff. And she's like, "No, please keep recording.
We need you."
But yeah.
Dang. Okay. So, he was working at JP2, worked at Guadalupe Media. Third question will come up after the third wing, which is I didn't announce the second one. The second one is grapefruit hot habanero, and the third one is orange pulp habanero pepper sauce. Habanero. I wonder if they have good wings in Spain or where Loreto is. I wonder if Loreto's having better wings than we are.
I wonder if it's hotter.
I wonder.
Yeah.
We'll ask him. Loreto, please let us know if they have better, hotter wings at wherever you are. He's doing his trick. Okay. Next question. You just mentioned that you weren't Catholic at the time when you were working at JP2. And I know you were raised Catholic. but converted to Mormonism, and second form, then converted back to Catholicism. Tell us what made you convert and become a Mormon, and what made you revert to Catholicism.
So, I grew up Catholic, as you said. I used to go every Sunday to Mass. But I was the kind of Mass goer that as soon as Mass is over, I'm gone.
For the him.
Yeah. No. I would wait. I used to see some people, like before the priest would even finish walking down, they're gone. No, I would wait. I would pray after and but just leave. I used to see some people stop and talk and stuff. I wasn't that kind of.
Yeah.
But in second form, I broke my right leg. Yeah, it was the right one. So I couldn't go to Mass because I live kind of far away from the church, and I wasn't used to crutches yet. So I didn't go to Mass for pretty much all the time that I had the broken leg. It was during the summer, and in Mount Carmel they do have Masses on Fridays, so I was waiting when school opened again back in August-ish, September. But the first day school opened, I live on a hill, so I had to go with the crutches up the hill.
Oh.
Yeah. And plus I'm fat, so I was sweating. I was pouring sweat.
Oh.
my uniform, like the Mount Carmel uniform, is khaki. It was dark.
Oh my god!
Because I was pouring sweat. And then a couple missionaries were at home.
At your house?
Yeah. And then I just walked in and didn't even stop and talk. Just like, hi, bye. And went in because I was kind of ashamed because I was pouring sweat. But then the bone wasn't healing, the like broken leg. We went to the doctor, took off the cast, it didn't stick. Went back like a second time, didn't stick, and then third time, I was giving up. And then the missionary said, we can pray for you, and so it goes well. So then I accepted. I was open to it, and they did. I went to the doctor. It stuck. It healed.
Whoa.
And then that was when I was like curious, like maybe they're onto something. So I prayed and asked, maybe is what they're teaching correct? And then I felt it was at the time. So I got baptized, I went to church. I was determined to become a missionary. So that was kind of the reason why I went to JP, because they head out when they're 18. I was 17 when I graduated. So I thought, I'll use a year at JP till I'm 18 and then go. But for like the last little step didn't go through. I got mad with the people. I wasn't happy with them not like pushing, because I was super excited to go. So then
where were you gonna go?
They don't tell you until like you already have all the paperwork, and then they send a letter.
Are those the people that wear like the suits?
Yeah.
Okay, so you were
yeah,
gonna
the
be
necktie and
the
white
guy
shirt.
in the suit.
Yeah,
Okay.
little name tag. Yeah. So then I stopped going to church. I became very secular. On the blog, I was so angry that to the point that I wrote I think it's a poem. I'd rather burn in hell than be in heaven with those I dislike.
Dang.
That's
Whoa, those are the words of a hurt man.
Yes. Yeah. And then that was a feeling for a couple years. Recently, I think I started talking to some of the people, and we're good now. We mended those bridges. But during all of it, I always had a little doubt, or not doubt, but uncertainty, maybe, of like the Eucharist. I always would worry, like, is Jesus really in the Eucharist?
Mm-hmm.
So then that was my my question, and then through the years, always like nobody could really give me an answer. Is Jesus really in the Eucharist? They would always quote Matthew chapter 6 or certain chapter in the Bible. I know, it's Jesus repeating himself, like, I am, that's my flesh. Or that didn't sell it to me. I wasn't convinced up until recently. Do you want to save the reveal for the end?
Yeah.
Of how I came to...
That will be another question.
Yeah.
Okay. So, fourth wing. I can't read. Okay, fiery hot habanero sauce. There we go. It's number 4.
Alright, this one, looks kind of orange.
Yeah.
I'm worried that the next ones didn't have enough.
Maybe
Maybe
you
that's
could
why
put extra. Put some extra sauce on it. I know I did a very good job with Matthew's one. His one was
his one you could see it orange. Thanks for going easy on me.
I did not do it intentionally.
No.
I don't think that was intentional. I know the later ones are pretty hot.
Yeah. I think I feel it on this one.
Okay. Okay. I'm excited for this one because my curiosity will be satiated. This is
the picture.
The deep dive. This is a segment of Hot Ones and of this show that we take a picture from Instagram or Facebook or some social media, and that needs more context. Takes a picture, we pull it up, we ask the questions. So this one is actually really funny.
Yeah.
So it's this one. You're in Pine Ridge, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're in Pine Ridge holding Father Bo. Father Bo has his hand up in the air like this. And while you're lifting Father Bo, Daniel Rivera has his... I don't know what's happening with Daniel. I didn't see this at first, but if you look closely, Daniel's head is underneath Father Bo's backpack and his hand is sticking out. So... tell us why.
So this was a week in Pine Ridge. JP2 has a little OLA or a class or credit called the Outdoor Leadership Adventure, and this is a little camping that was kind of modeled on that course. So we went to Pine Ridge for a week. Each day we did different things. I think Matthew already mentioned.
Yeah.
So we've
had a lot of JP2 affiliated people on this show. JP2 really is getting free advertisements from us. Thank you, JP2.
But so we did the model of the OLA. I've been to I think 5 OLAs already.
Whoa.
Yeah, because I did one when I...
Did it take you that long to graduate?
No.
Justin!
The repeat.
Yeah.
No, the first year was the entrance one. That was when I was a student. Then the second time I volunteered and helped out the teachers.
Okay.
A couple other times after I'd graduated, I helped out. But this last one wasn't with the school. It was just with some missionaries that came.
Okay.
I think Franciscans.
My school?
Yeah. And I wanted to challenge myself a bit more than the OLA. So I thought maybe I'll
lift Father Bo?
No, that was just for fun. Okay. I like doing that to people.
Okay.
But I slept on the ground for a week.
Okay.
Just no tent, no anything, just on the ground. Everyone was worried.
Is Justin okay?
Yes. But I don't like tents. I feel like they're too hot. So this one was really good because Pine Ridge is really cool. And this was on the last day, and we're walking back from a hike that we climbed the waterfall. And then Father Bo's walking in front of me, and I just said, "Don't fight it." I think I don't remember what I said, but like I was worried that he's gonna like fight it and try to come out. So I just grabbed him and lifted him up. And then Alex, he's also in the picture. He's looking back, and then I didn't notice Daniel till afterwards. We're watching the pictures, and then hey, what is he doing? Yes.
Maybe we need to get Daniel on the show to explain himself. Like, why? What did you? What? I'm so
He's just posing.
Dang! I have to tell Daniel about this when I see him. Yeah, and Father Bo looks so happy. He just looks overjoyed. He's like, I love Father Bo. I love him. Anyway, okay, next wing. This one is this Belizean heat? Yes, because we're Belizeans.
Alright. I'm not feeling.
Put some more. Let's go. You will feel this.
Yeah. All right, so
I'm feeling it. Okay. True or false? You went to a rooster fight as a kid and cried.
So, as a kid, my mom took me to Melchor, and in Melchor they had this, they call it a palenque. They do it in Mexico and Guatemala. So it's a rooster fight. And then my mom was super excited. She took me in, and I see all these guys with
She took you in?
Yes, to the like it was like a little school hosting it, and there's these like well, stereotypical like cowboy looking people, like the hat, like skinny jeans, boots, big belt buckle. Then I see the roosters, and I was wondering what's gonna happen when I see like they have a little like blade on their foot and a poor little wing. Viewer discretion. Like it yeah, it's wing. Like it's wing.
Oh no!
I started crying.
How old were you?
I don't know.
20.
It was under primary school age, maybe 5, 6-ish. Like,
oh, okay.
Too young, I feel like.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yes.
How old are you now? I don't think we've
23.
Okay.
23.
Okay, she's a youth. Yes, okay. Okay, nice. Next question. The sixth one is it no wimps allowed? I think it is.
6, yep. No wimps.
I've memorized the order by now. Okay. Bro, you either have a high pepper tolerance or I didn't put anything on it. This isn't fair. I'm just like Father Mateo all over again.
That was what I was worried about. Not giving good reactions.
Oh my gosh.
I'm trying again. Go for
Okay.
it.
I feel it.
I can feel it. It's getting hotter, but it doesn't hurt.
Okay. True or false?
Mm-hmm.
You grew out your hair for a heavy metal concert and went once, but didn't like the concert.
I like rock music. Up to the point, maybe even heavy metal, if you can understand it.
I can't. It's
No?
like, ah!
That kind of.
My brother loves heavy metal music, and when I was like really young, like I mean like 6, he would just put his headphones in my ear. He's like, listen to this, and it's what kind of demonic?
Thing is, in Benket, they have they do the what's it called?
Metal Haven.
Metal Haven, and I feel like it's more funny to watch like the neighbors, all the old people like. Esa música. Esa música del diablo and stuff like that. You can see on their face they look worried. I don't like it. It wasn't my thing. There's a lot of people that like it, but it wasn't for me.
But the hair was the long hair.
I really liked it.
You should grow it out again.
I'm planning to.
I feel
yeah.
like, I mean, in that picture that we just showed, you
I
had
did
your
have, yeah.
man tail, and man, it looks like a different person, but it's not that bad. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Okay, so next question. Is that the comatose heat level?
This one's beware. Yeah.
Okay.
Comatose.
Get ready. We're almost done with this. Okay. You can't do this anymore.
Looks like it has a lot.
I think I need a break.
Take a break. If you need to take a break.
Okay.
Also, I think we haven't mentioned that Mark is behind the camera.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you, Mark, for recording this one.
Exactly, since Justin couldn't, be the producer today because Justin is our guest. And thank you, Mark. Gosh, this is.
Need some more water?
I think I'm okay. They're delicious. I love pepper. It's great, but ow. Okay. Ooh, sorry guys. Okay, so you are a man of many hidden talents, and one of those is writing. And I found out by some secret special way that you have a blog. A very nice blog, might I add, because I checked it out.
Thank you.
Your most recent post detailed your experience of accidentally flying in a plane for the first time to go to the Basilica of Our Lady of Guadalupe in Mexico. Tell us about that experience and what you gained from it.
All right. So that was kind of, I mentioned accidentally because the goal of flying, the goal was to go on a plane this year.
Okay.
But the plan was one of like the smaller ones. Like Tropic or Maya. But yeah. And then on one of the Revive nights that Divine Mercy has, I heard that they're announcing a trip to the Basilica in Mexico, and I was interested. And then when they said, "How are we gonna get there?" and we're gonna go by plane, and yes, the goal's coming true. But then, yeah, so going to the Basilica kind of had shallow reason of
Flying.
of completing the goal, and a little background one was again coming back to the question of if Jesus is actually in the Eucharist. So we spent I think 3 days in Mexico. I lost my ID,
Bruh.
my social security,
No.
my voter's ID, the very first day. Yeah, I was because I was gonna buy stuff for Guadalupe Media for the bookstore.
Yeah, I saw the things.
Yeah.
This is not
So,
going very
so
well. I'm fighting with my chicken right here. I will stop. You continue talking. I'm literally having war with this chicken.
So I was counting the pesos, and then I had the wallet on the side, and then I don't know. We got out of the Uber, and
Un
I
mexicano.
I look.
Un mexicano.
No, it was all good.
Our Lady of Guadalupe just said no. No
Give
social
me.
security card. I own you.
No, I don't know if it dropped in the car or outside, but I looked behind and it wasn't on the seat. So when we got in, I was checking all the bags and stuff, and I'm worried. I wasn't worried about the wallet or the IDs and stuff. I was worried, do I have Guadalupe Media's money?
Priorities.
Yeah. So then when I found it, I was relieved. When I mentioned to Father Scott, I lost my ID and wallet, but I mentioned it like chill, and everyone was worried. Like you mentioned you lost your IDs and stuff, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, but I have the money though, so I can get the stuff. And so yeah, we went on. The Uber was expensive, so we decided the next day just to go on public transportation.
Mm-hmm.
So we woke up early, went on a bus, went on a little slightly nicer bus, and then got to the Basilica, spent the day. We got to do a little help out with the soup kitchen.
Oh,
It was nice. Yeah, but it was a nice pilgrimage.
He lost his ID.
But that was the least. Everyone was worried about it.
Your identity.
Yeah, I know. I was just like, I didn't like the picture anyway.
Wait, did you get it back?
I have to take out the next one. I have to apply for it. And
Houston.
yeah.
Mr. Vera.
Yeah. I can imagine the comments like, get the ID.
Ay, ay, ay.
But
Ay, 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 ay. Okay. Next question.
Alright. So that's the last one.
This is the Hornet.
Lava heat.
Lava heat. Okay. Yes. If anyone wants to know where we got the wings, we murdered the chicken ourselves.
From a sim fight.
With our bare hands from his rooster fight many moons ago. We killed the chicken, saved it
Kept
for
it in
this
freezer.
for this very moment. And that was how we got the chicken, folks. Yes. I'm scared.
This is one of the ones that takes a while to feel. Yeah.
This one is like a There it is. She has arrived.
Murray Sharp herself.
Oh. Okay. Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts. In my
Is
head.
that, oh no, that's a new one. I know it's always like back of your throat kind of pain.
In my cabeza. In honor of Loreto in my cabeza.
Yes.
Okay.
We're adding Spanish.
Yes. Mi corazón. Okay. As many may know, if you're a follower of Beyond Basic, we have reclaimed the phrase, Manda dog. Loreto is a husky. Santos is a German shepherd. Justin, Vera, what kind of dog are you?
I really think that like a golden retriever. That was because that's my like vibe. Like those super friendly dogs.
That lifts people up.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh, this hurts. I don't like this feeling. Ow.
That's one of the little comments on the label, just ow.
Ah,
like
this really
reviews.
hurts. This really does hurt. Oh my gosh. I blame this all on Father Mateo Shalom. Like, this is all Father Mateo's fault.
It was his. Whose idea was wing it?
Both of us.
For real?
Yeah, it was funny. Father Mateo, we were in Plasencia, and I was telling him, I want to do a show with priests on it, and I want it to be like, I don't know, fun and different. And he was like, really? I was like, yeah. You know, there's this show, it's called Hot Ones or whatever. I was telling him about it. He's like, I love Pepper. I'm like, do you? I was like, we could do it with Marie Sharp. And I just had these ideas. And he was like, do it. And I was like, you sure? Like, I don't know. It's probably stupid. I have a lot of stupid ideas. He was like, no, you should. We should do it. And I was like, really? You would do it with me? He's like, yeah, I'll do it. I was like, okay, fine. So I brought it up to Miss Marie. She loved it. Not Marie Sharp. Our boss. Miss Marie Munoz. Yes. Our boss. And then we did it. But yeah, like, I don't know why I made him. I don't know why I made him convince me that this was going to be a really good idea.
It's a good idea. I was a fan.
It's a painful idea. It's a painful idea.
No.
Well, that's all for the wings. We've successfully died, but we do want to know more about your Eucharist story.
Yeah. So that's my. So I've kind of wanted to share it as a little God moment. Mm-hmm. So again, I didn't fully, or I wasn't as convinced that when Jesus said like, "This is my body," it's just a symbol. Mm-hmm. I was kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, mm-hmm. that it is his body. So for years, I struggled with that question. Nobody, I feel like, could really give me the answer that, like, everybody gave me the answer that it is his body, but yeah. Nobody was convincing. So on the same pilgrimage that I went to the Basilica, we got to spend a day there. The first hour we got to roam around on the whole place. So I started walking around aimlessly, just looking at the place, kind of taking pictures also for like the group Guadalupe Media, and just walking around aimlessly. Then I came to like the little confessionals, and I walked past it. I just walked past it, and then right next to it is saint's relic, like his little toe. It's yeah, like this little bone.
Catholics are weird.
Thing is, I didn't find it weird.
Good for you.
Yeah. Thing is, I had seen the little boy's movie before in like second form. It was the little kid that said like died saying "Viva Cristo Rey."
Oh, Joselito.
Mm-hmm. Him.
Yeah.
I could never remember his name. But his movie was touching, and I'm like standing there like, man, I got to see the kid
his
that
toe.
Yeah. but like be in the place that he
yeah.
So then I kept walking around, and then there was this chapel, and not many people were in it, and then I slowly walked in, not thinking that Jesus was actually there, but still in the back of my head wanting to believe that he is there. So then I'm walking in, I'm like talking to him, but like vaguely. And a little aside, the way I feel like I described my relationship with God and Jesus was like an ex. I feel like you don't want to hear about them, you don't want to talk to them. That was my description of my relationship with him. So then, feeling that way, I still went in slowly. Then I sat in one of the pews and slowly keep going in more. So I knelt down, and then I started telling Jesus, still thinking or hoping that he's there, he's listening. Like all the pain, like not going on the mission, leaving JP2, I was hurt, and I started to cry. And normally I feel like I wouldn't. I would be worried, like, what's the next person next to me thinking. I wasn't worried about anything else. I was just, I felt so listened to.
Jesus!
I felt so listened to.
He's a good one.
And yeah, I knew that he was in the Eucharist. So then, now coming to that realization, I asked the question, like, should I go to confession to these anonymous priests or to Father Scott? So then instantly, Father Scott. Go to Father Scott. I'm like, no, I don't want to go to Father Scott. It's going to be weird.
Shout out to Father Scott.
It's going to be weird. And then I caught myself doubting him and questioning. And so I said, no, I'll obey and go to Father Scott. Because I hadn't done a real confession ever. Even though I went to primary school, high school, I was a Catholic for most of my life. I never really went to a real confession. I would always just... I think recently I've been hearing like vanilla sins or something. But like, I cheated on a game. Things like that, like silly stuff that aren't real. Well, I think they are. It is a sin, but like it's not. Yeah. You won't grow and stuff if you hold back. So then I was resolved on making a real confession. So then I left the chapel, went around again to the Tilma, and thanked Mary for leading me to her son.
Oh.
And eventually went to Father Scott, did the confession, told him everything, was absolved, did the penance. I think it's called.
Penance. Yeah, you're right.
I'm new to this.
A+.
Even though
Gold star.
Yeah. So yeah, I did the penance, and then the mass was celebrated in like a little chapel on the next side, on the like left hand side. So then through the whole or halfway through the mass, it was a normal mass. It wasn't anything new. I've been through to many masses, but when the Eucharist was lifted, I looked up and knowing that it's Jesus, I started crying. Started cry. Was so thankful that it's gonna be the first time I'm actually receiving Jesus. So I'm walking up to receive the Eucharist. I'm still crying. I received the Eucharist, praying, and still crying, and it's just happy for receiving Jesus in the Eucharist. Yeah, that was the...
Dang, bro, that's so good. Oh, man. Oh, that makes me so happy. Oh man, that's awesome. Like at the Basilica, Guadalupe, Our Lady of Guadalupe, her Basilica, and you work at Guadalupe Media. And
Yeah,
our motto is literally, Blessed Mother, lead us to Jesus. Dude, like, mom's following you.
Yeah.
She's like stalking you. That's so good. Oh, I really like how you said like you felt listened to. Like that's just, dang. It makes me like want to like think about my own like relationship with Jesus and like, am I, as, whoa, that's crazy. Oh, okay, that's really good. Thank you so much for sharing that. Yeah. You're gonna make that into a reel. Yeah. Wait, dude, I forgot to ask you this in the beginning, but like, what do you do here? Like at Guadalupe Media, like what's your role?
So like for one, the big one is making reels. So all those reels you've seen on Instagram and Facebook.
Every time I look at in this show, every time I look at the camera and I say make that into a reel, it's
I make it into a reel.
I'm looking at Justin. I'm saying, Justin, make that into a reel.
So the first day I came, I created the Instagram account.
Okay.
That was the first thing. Reels, what else? I write grants for Guadalupe Media. So we're applying right now for a vehicle because we have to like get rides from John or we need a car.
So if you want to donate, you can totally do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you are a good one, man. Special one. It's so good to have you on this show. Last final question. Since you've seen every Beyond Basic episode from this season, and you are probably our biggest fan. You really like this show.
I wanted this to come back.
Yes.
I was so excited when it came back. You could imagine even
Wait,
more.
Did you see the first season?
Yes.
You did?
Yeah.
Whoa! I didn't know that.
I don't know which season was the one that like Father Bo, Mr. G.
Yeah. Okay,
that was the first one.
First season.
That was my favorite.
That was a good season.
I watched the summer one, but I knew most of the ones on the first.
Do you think this season is better or the same or worst?
I had more fun on this one.
Yeah.
Because
Because you're actually
here. I don't know. I don't want to have people feel bad. Like, your one wasn't as good.
Yeah. Your one needs to be cut.
Yeah.
In the void. Doesn't exist. Yeah. Which one was your favorite episode from this season?
Last week. It wasn't like the content or the stuff. It was behind the scenes with Mark. We were dying laughing.
I saw you
I had to leave the room.
I literally, it was so funny. You left the room, you went outside, and I heard you laughing. I was like, okay. You and Mark were having a great time. Like, I was trying so hard not to look at you guys. That was so funny. You were no, this was a good episode. No, yeah, that was a fun episode. It was with Loretto was our last one with him. Sigh. But yeah, no, that was your favorite last week?
Recording it was
yeah.
That was a good one.
I think that's dang. Well, let me see if I have anything else. Oh, our final segment is obviously your basic and beyond basic moment for the week. So
hold off your basic moment, 'cause
okay.
Were you putting it off?
I forgot about it. I don't want to. I'm scared.
So on Hot Ones, there's always like people like doing the last dab on one, people squirting pepper. I think Steve was one that put pepper sauce in his eye. I won't go that extreme, but I will make a mix of all the pepper.
No! I don't. Oh my gosh.
You don't have to if you don't want.
I'll watch you do it first.
All right.
I don't want to. I'm actually scared.
I'm more scared of tomorrow traveling on the bus.
I don't want to go to the hospital tonight. That wasn't really in my agenda.
Well,
I didn't schedule that in. I did not schedule that in. The hospital was not part of the plan. See, season finale, bro.
Yep, you have to go out.
Man, this was a great season. Thanks for everything, Justin.
Thank you too
Thanks
for having
making this happen.
And I really never thought I'd be on the show.
Thanks for making this show happen. I mean, without you, this show wouldn't have happened. This was awesome. Thanks for every Thursday evening. So, what's the plan for tomorrow? And then I come with some crazy idea, and you're like, perfect, perfect. Oh, yeah, that's so funny. I feel like every week I had some crazy thing so this is it. This is what we're doing. And everyone's like, oh my gosh. Someone take away the platform. Oh my gosh, that looks bad.
I know. But I feel like I kind of have to do it because I didn't have a really extreme reaction on
my gosh, you know what?
On any of the wings. I don't know if you can zoom into
Make sure you got this.
Make sure you get it.
This is gonna be a reel.
Oh no. Cheers.
Wait, I'll put water in it. Hold on.
Oh no.
Okay.
Don't worry, I can tell you're nervous. It's good one. Cheers.
Cheers. This is water. I can't
Whoa.
believe you did it. I can't believe you did it. Did you have all? Oh my gosh, you're weird.
All right.
Are you okay?
I am, surprisingly.
It's gonna hit, or maybe it won't.
I'm worried it will.
Or maybe, are you
like kind of
a human being? Okay, so for the weirdest guest of the season, everybody give a hand for Justin! I didn't even finish my water. And you were just...
I didn't want to relish in it.
Next we're going to do Mark. Mark's next. Mark's excited. He wants to do it.
Shall I prepare a shot for you, Mark?
Yes. Yes. Okay, well, that's all we have for this season. Oh my gosh, I want to cry. I love this show. I love this show and I love doing it. And I'm so sad. Oh my gosh, I have to go back to school. Oh, anyway, yeah. So until next year, for now, thank you so much for watching this season of Beyond Basic. Thank you so much for sharing, commenting, all the things. Please make sure that you are watching our other episodes that we've had. At this point, we have quite a few. I think we have 13 episodes the first season, 5 episodes summer edition, 2 years ago, and then this season is 7 episodes. So there's quite a few, so you can go back, watch our other episodes, share these episodes with everybody that you know, and well, make sure that you're back next year when we have season 3 of Beyond Basic. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Justin, for agreeing to be on this show. Have a great year, everyone, and God bless.